It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Loving having my panel with me this morning. This Saturday, the Bellville Velodrome will host an Evening with the Stars, a South African cycling reunion. It sounds amazing, where the very rich history of South African cycling will be celebrated, and the event will mark the very first time a reunion of sport of any kind is being held to this degree, where all past and current South African cyclists, as well as supporters, are welcome. To tell us a bit more about the event, we are joined by former Springbok and national cyclist Wimpie, Raybin, Windvogel and Walter Thornhill. Gentlemen, welcome. So I had to stop Wimpie mid-joke there, but I'm not going to ask him to finish the joke live on air. It sounds like we might have to get that one off air. Gents, thank you so much. We brought the real stars of the show, the dogs, to mark your return. Wimpie, I love having you here because you're always doing something amazing, and this sounds like one of the coolest events on the yearly calendar, and a first. What's going on?
Well, it's actually something which occurred with Chris Willemse and one of the cycling friends, where they said, we need to get friends together, and which initially started as a venue for a braai, suddenly just developed into a full-scale, unique event where I think it's the first time in South African history that a sport is having a reunion. So where spectators, past cyclists, current cyclists, and hopefully future cyclists will come and attend and see the heroes of the past, come and share stories, and eventually just enjoy each other's company. Because what makes this such a historic event is that some of the people are not going to be alive with the next one, because it's really the old people that will be there too, and we have heroes there.
We don't say old, we say experienced. The legends. We use the hashtag legends. Walter, you've flown a long way for this. Why was it so important for you to be here? What does this mean to you?
Well, you know, I've got to sort of swing it around a little bit by saying I was actually here because I came out for the launch of my book, I Have a Child.
Oh, brilliant.
And the significance is that the cycling fraternity.
Do you remember that thing?
A long time ago. The cycling fraternity became the substitute family for my rather difficult childhood. So the importance for me, I delayed my departure back to London. There was not a question I was going to miss this event.
Someone just said braai and you were there. Whether it's in the Velodrome, wherever it is, we'll take it. There isn't going to be a braai. Well, there might be one outside. But well, Walter, thank you so much for staying on, and thank you for everything that you've given to the cycling community. And that's really what it is. Raybin, maybe I can put it to you, because during the apartheid era, there were a number of battles being fought on a number of fronts. And of course, the South African Council on Sport, you were using cycling as a means of fighting that battle. Talk us through your involvement. Why was cycling such an important tool in South African sport, and that kind of life story, that narrative?
Well, I became involved in cycling quite coincidentally. A friend of mine, a classmate, took part in cycling. He was a member of the local cycling team in Worcester, where I grew up. And I became interested, so I participated in my last 3 or 4 years at school, and then throughout my university years when I came to Cape Town. Yes, and cycling continues to play a big role in my life. I'm not taking part anymore, except occasionally in the Argus and so on. In fact, I'll be doing it for the first time in 23 years.
And you're probably still going to smash it. That's the ridiculous thing.
I'm probably going to be smashed.
Do you still have your helmet, eh?
Yes.
This is when real men hit the road, all right? That is amazing.
Yeah, that's probably around about 78, 79, I'd say.
I hate to say it, I never get to feel young on this show, okay? I was born in 78. Yes, come on. I have to, I mean, these are amazing pictures, and it's making me feel nostalgic and actually get a bit emotional, because there is an incredible life story to be told of the bigger picture, yes, but of so many individuals who have been so influential within cycling. How can people get involved, support? Obviously, we want this to be a platform for new cyclists to be inspired. Wimpie?
I think the fact that people normally tend to have heroes in sport, and especially if you intend to become a cyclist, this is the ideal opportunity to see current cyclists who are in the possibility of attending. Now, I'm not saying Chris Froome is coming, but he's currently in South Africa.
Yeah.
So if somebody can just catch him there in Johannesburg and bring him along, these are the kind of people that will be at the venue and who you'll be able to see and meet and just get a feel of it. And I just think the richness of the history and the stories and the old tales, which you'll never hear, will be exposed, and that will be the fun.
You might even get Wimpie to tell you that joke he was going to tell me on air. And it's only 50 Rand to get you in. Happening at the Bellville Velodrome, obviously here in Cape Town, an evening with the stars, a South African cycling reunion. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.